Okay, well, where to start? Okay, as you can see, it's raining. I think you can see, but there's an umbrella right here. So I'm not gonna really go and like vlog, so to speak, and share my thoughts. But I just had so many, and it's like, I don't know if this slipped my mind. You could see yesterday, or was it the day before? No, it was yesterday. I tried to catch up on one thing of all the things. And it's almost like God wouldn't even let me, like, you can hear the wind actually, like, all the things that were like older thoughts were actually like not audible. So I'm not gonna utilize this time to like spill my ear, but I have a notebook on me and I was just gonna like take notes on the older things and hopefully also the things, because like I took notes on this thoughts evolvement, but like I call it that, but like it was just like, it was simply my thoughts that had evolved around, you know, thoughts evolving actually, and me not having had the time to catch up. And I didn't want this to become one of those things, because at least if I got to tell you that maybe I thought it, then you would know, even if I didn't have the time to like share about it. So that people don't feel like, I don't know, like let down, like I didn't care, maybe they're still looking for that, I don't know if they are. I don't know if they tell me what works and stuff. But if that becomes one of those things that I don't get to say, it's like, I feel like a part of me is like worried that it will come back to like bite me in the behind later. Apologies. But yeah, I also need to go with the time now. Like I think nothing has happened today. It's like I'm having lots of thoughts. I put some back on Facebook because I do feel like if I tell you on here something happened on Facebook, this thing's happened on Facebook, it's like it's different. It's sort of like I'm just recounting a story as opposed to like throwing it back on Facebook. But, and it's already rainy, I can't hold all the things. I thought it would be nice weather, I could like sit on the grass and like write the notes there, but no I can't. So if you hear any background noise, because I'm gonna go in somewhere into a pub, so if there's like music in the background, then like I probably won't be able to actually talk you through there, because if it rains outside I can't do that outside, which I was gonna do. But yeah. So yeah, I just had a million thoughts, not a million, but a lot. Don't even remember. But I thought it's just like, I mean, everything just kind of relates to each other, so how do we even capture all of it? Well, that's it for now, but like at least, and I was gonna show like the note, but like at least you know I've written the notes if I don't get to saying them. And there was one thing, and also, it's just like, I personally feel like some of these words and the findings and like the proceedings, like they were so beautiful to me. I really liked them and I really wanted to share them and I really wanted to be a part of them, especially one thing I remember thinking, and also the honor, like now I get to like I really wanted to be a part of bringing that into the world. And I know there's like a lot of other people doing this. However, back in the day when I found pretty much my teacher, I didn't know that, and she said, like, oh really, where are they? But now I just like see it all around me. So, and also you kind of grow into it, but I really hope, like I really want, I don't know, but I also like feel like I don't have a right to try and control, you know, life. And if this is what, and I told them, like I promised, like I told people, I told them I'll make the video, and I really, but that was at a time when I thought I would have the time, and that there was like, that I would be able to catch up, but since even more stuff has come to us, so I just like don't even, like, but I really was looking forward, and this is why also I really wanted to make it nice, make a like whole video, but I evolved around it, and I just can't say it the same and I really wanted the video to be as beautiful as the actual information, even if it was just me sitting there, because I would have sat there as a different person if I'd done it straight away, but I didn't have the space. And in my mind I was like, okay, I'm gonna empty, you know, I'm gonna create space, I will upload all of these. Had not anticipated how much time and like all, like what it would take to like even all the, even like simple tech knowledge to find out. Then this like, wait, how did I get past over here? I don't fit through. See, and now, oh god, my feet are already wet. Great. Ooh, see guys, I'm wearing these shoes. Maybe I'll just mention this here, but it was one of those findings, which we call faithful minimalism, even if it doesn't just simply only relate to minimalism. However, it was going to be really useful to utilize that within that, and so I had these old shoes, and they ripped, and I was like, really very pity, I don't like want them to have ripped, but then my friend happened to offer me, it's like, where do I get new shoes? Because these were old shoes, and I wanted them to be like, I wanted to use old shoes, because it was for, you know, something like this, walking through mud. I don't want to use, oh, my nicest, cutest shoes ever. So, mommy, I don't know if I structured and like write notes, but then a part of me is like, and then I often happen to not finish the notes, and it's like, yeah. And since the time I made notes, took notes on the thoughts evolvement, I already, oh, I don't want to stop. Help. No, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Just can't talk and walk and talk. Walkie talk. Yay. Kind of like since, and it wasn't, I didn't have time at the time. I was tied up somewhere that I couldn't add those things. I think at least 5 more points have come into my mind, and I already had so many points. How long will that video become? I wonder if I get to make it. So I feel like in a way I need to be part of what's needed now, and it's almost like I don't want to. That's so, but like I don't even know. A part of me, I don't know. I don't feel like I can. I don't know if I can. I'm like, if I have the capacity yet, and I feel like some injuries, but it also feels so personal now. I don't know, but like some injuries might not have. I don't know. If I had gotten to fix them more in the moment, later on, I look back and I realized, oh, like I would have benefited from having done that then. So if there's something you can do, if you can do it now. But when I heard that, I was like, back in the day, I was like, yeah, well, I can't. But, you know, just give yourself a chance, you know what I mean? So, I know this is all over the place. And what I wanted to say about the shoes, and she offered me 2 shoes. Now, the one I like more didn't actually, they didn't fit. So I didn't expect these to fit because they said the same size on them, but these actually fit me. So here you go, and I didn't have to do anything because I didn't want to like wear some of my nice ones, but all my shoes were like nice. I mean, I do want to go through them again now that I have found these receivings about. It's not really minimalism, like simplicity, pretty much, and you can utilize it in all areas, but like faithful, for want of a better word, minimalism. I almost didn't want to call it that, but then I did, and I also remembered our teacher before us did too, so. See, the phone's already getting wet. Oh, I said I wasn't going to vlog here, but I am, because I wanted to say all these things. And now it's like a mumbo jumbo, and I just wanted it to be more maybe understandable, and like just trust when you need the information that it will be there. So anyway, the point these shoes were making was God provides for us already. Everything we need will be there. It is here. It's like I didn't expect, because I didn't want to buy new shoes to ruin the new shoes. And I was also like, I guess a part of me is like, I don't want to spend money because I'm using these shoes to kind of ruin them. So like I don't want to buy something only to ruin it, because I know it will get ruined, if that makes sense. So I didn't know where to get shoes from, because all the shoes I had, I liked, and they're also good, and I wanted to kind of keep them. But again, my thoughts evolvements, my thoughts have evolved since that, because after that I found, oh God, Christ gave us these informations, and it's like, now I think differently about it, and I kind of want to go through all my things. And now I already want to have done it, but I didn't know then that by now that I'm saying this, I would find like capsule wardrobe in the making, and like more on how to simplicity. Can we call it simplicism? But I feel like simplicity says something a little bit different. But there isn't like a word because we have minimalism, but it's like not about being minimal. It's about being simplistic. So I feel like that's really feels right, and it fits in. And I felt as if my soul had always wanted this, and I just didn't know it, if that makes sense. I always thought minimalism wouldn't be for me, but this actually, and I also have ripened towards it a lot. But yeah, I want to share those thoughts. And I know he's teaching me, hence us, through shoes. However, these were also like, this is also one of those things. I needed shoes. I didn't have the money to like spend it on them, and also I don't want to say it. I don't want to sound cheap, but like it's like, because I mean, if I just buy them to ruin them. And they were already there waiting for me, so she was gonna let go of them, and then she let go of them, and then she offered them to me. And at the beginning, I think there was that sense of, I don't want to like, I think maybe, possibly she wondered if, should I offer or not, because sometimes, so there had been a lot of things I'd had to reject because I already have a lot of things. However, now, that's before, and then we learned all those things which I'm yet to share, still hoping I will, and I have kind of on Facebook. Then there were, I realized there was one point missing or something, then new points came, and all of that. So hopefully, and I noticed in the other video I said I really want to still share about romantic love, and now I'm like, I don't know if people still need to hear this or not, because by now I see, there's new things in every moment. It's like, well, not every moment, when there are, but like I see them in a lot of, enough moments in a day. So the point is, he provides. And what we needed will be there, sort of thing. And also I feel like my languages kind of merge between how kind of used to speak, and now I began to understand some wordings that I didn't used to, even sometimes I don't even know how to put it, but I understand enough to use it. And there's sometimes one thing, for example, on to and onto, I'm a bit unclear on, so I just kind of trust my instinct and just go with it, but I know it's something different. I know moving on to something new is different from on and to, but like, I don't know which one's which, stop by it. It's just one example of many. So anyway, I think the point is, and I don't know if people watching this and I see shoes, but this goes for all areas of life. If God provides, God provides. But he's just, he provided me with shoes, and that was coming across, I know I said, in terms of what people want me to say. And then there's videos I watch in the back and I'm like, because I feel like I didn't say it because I didn't want to say anything. But when I look back at it, I'm like, come on, you got this, like, speak it out. So, well, these are being soaked in the mud, but yeah, I'm gonna get into a warm place in a minute. So maybe I have to switch the, like, if I make a video, I don't even know, maybe all the time will just like be filled with like taking notes. Now I don't even know if I still need to take notes, because what if I don't get to make the video? But like, at least I will be able to show the notes, then at least people will see the beginnings of my thoughts, even if they're just notes, and simply notes and not the whole entire thing. And then it's like all entire thoughts, but then people get an idea that I thought those things, if it's something they wondered about. I don't even know. A lot of times I kind of think that what if I sit down to make a video on, I don't know, suicide, or maybe like depression, and then like somebody like God or Christ like chime in, or just like, or the energy of love, just like, and I end up saying something completely different. Also later, a couple of moments after I got those shoes, and I realized I'm like excited to share, but I still thought I had tomorrow, so I'm like, I'll tell them this when I get free to make a video, and by that time I was like so much stuff to say. Yeah, and still I had all those old videos and the storage wasn't free. So I don't want to make excuses on that. Also, yeah, about like these doubts, you just have to say it quickly and then like capture the essence. But doubts, I feel like when we doubt ourselves, other people begin to doubt us because they think, well, why does she or he have a reason to doubt themselves? So it kind of makes us, I thought I could really trust them, but like, so I really want to, like, I have the awareness now, and like to evolve. I can't even promise anything, like, I don't know where life takes me, but you know, really evolve towards not even needing those doubts. And like, there's this thing with this, when I had that Freudian slip in one of the videos about sheep in wolf's clothing, but I guess I don't know, it's like not even, it was just kind of like, I'd rather be a sheep in wolf's clothing than a wolf in sheep's clothing. So maybe I overdid it at times, you know, like, I just didn't really know. I want to find like a nice balance between, because I begin to think, well, will people wonder this thing, that, because at the end of the day, if I hear somebody who kind of, if somebody is phrased, and I have a whole video about that out there, but like, phrases things, like, you know, God told me, it's like, yeah. We begin to wonder how they would know, because we already have a sense of knowing, that it can, that we have these senses of knowings, instead of just, you know, we just kind of wonder. There was a thing, it was really well phrased in Origins of Truth. I can't remember how it was phrased, but it was like something like, kind of like made me ask, is it knowing yet? But it was like, it was meant to be a statement, but it then became kind of a question. But it encompasses both really well, that you can't discredit, but you don't feel, can I claim yet? Do I even want to claim something? Is it just like, but like, you know what I mean? I hope you just like know what I mean. And so I wanted to have a right balance between, like, maybe I thought too much. If people, I wanted to be clear that, I don't know. Yeah, just like, I don't want to, I want there to be a nice balance between the two, because so I wanted to allow me to doubt myself. That. But also, it's really nice to like believe in the beauty of you, and it's like being happy with ourselves, and just really owning who we are, and just really being happy and seeing, oh, I've become this person, and I really like this person, you know. Anyway. And a lot of times I say, I don't know, but it's not that I don't know what I'm saying. It's not even, sometimes like, I would want to phrase it this way, but I'm not sure if there will be blame later from people, or if it's like something where I look back on and think, I could have said this better. But here you go. I think it just needs more time to like, thoughts evolvements pretty much, and really evolve the thoughts, and also let the words ripen, because at the beginning, and I remember this happened to our blueprint mom too, you know, like, that's what I know say, but I remember, but like, wait, I want to slip my mind, that's like my brain saying, you've spoken enough, wait, what did I want to capture there? Oh, ripen words, like, because I wasn't even making the video, but in my mind I was like, oh, I want to make this video, and I want to tell them this, and I want to tell them this. So in my mind I've already made it, and wasn't making it in the moment, as I was supposed to say something else. And also expected there to be time, special time to make this. So like, it's kind of like, we both, I remember her correcting herself, and after I went through it, then I remembered, oh, didn't that happen? So now I'm like, because I almost said, even in my mind, like, I almost said ripened words. Oh, sorry, I meant right words. And like, but I wanted to correct myself, but now I've evolved ripened towards the recognition that actually there are ripened words, or ripe words, like ripe words or ripened words, because, oh, I should have said it the other way around. There are ripe words or ripened words, because the words do ripen within ourselves as we evolve towards maybe finding our own voice and a capacity to self-validate. And it's like, then the words have ripened, now I'm able to express this and this. And then sometimes like, this was like 6 months ago, I wish I'd known what to say. And so I didn't know what the missing link was, but yeah. And that was self-validation, but also altogether the missing link was gone. So yeah, I think I talked too much. This is what I said I wouldn't do. Walk through the mud, let my phone get wet. Yeah, don't let the person hear this who gave me this phone, but you know, I'm gonna wipe it up. And because I don't want to touch the screen now, who knows what happens. The video will stop or something. Just one more word after this, like shoes, like after a few evolvements, because these are not my type of shoe. They're quite I'm not complaining about the shoes, and you know, the person who gave them to me, and I really appreciate it, but obviously I learned this from it. However, it's not the shoe, it's like what I don't like is how they make my feet hurt at the end of the day. They're kind of quite slim at the front, and then they have quite a bit of a heel, so actually maybe not the type of shoe you would kind of consider or think, like if you're purposely on the look for some shoes to just use for a purpose like this. It's like, do these guys actually like the rain? I think they just come out because they're holes, because they're flooded. I don't know. We used to think as kids that they liked the rain. But anyways, besides the point, shoes are already soaked, talking about shoes. But I did want to walk this way, so it was my choice. These are really the type of shoes you would kind of select for a purpose like this, because you'd probably take the most comfortable one, like my old ones were, but they are ripped, so now they're not comfortable at all. They actually make that shoe hurt. Actually, foot. I didn't know that. As I told me yesterday, it's because now your shoes are out of balance. It's like, okay. But a couple of, before he said that, but evolvements after this, after I got these shoes, and you see that God provides, it's so cool. It's like the shoes are already there, like right there for me and for free, because she hated me, and then I happened to fit, which is like, yay. Because then I thought, because I kind of thought, we humans think like, oh, do I have to like use these shoes because they are kind of uncomfortable, and I don't know if God wanted me to use these, and I evolved to realizing, oh, can you actually hear the rain, by the way? Oh, I hope you don't hear the rain smacking on the umbrella like super loudly. This will be another of those videos where you don't hear anything. Please don't tell me that. I'm not gonna repeat this. It's been, I've spoken since I was up there, I just evolved to like simply realizing that it was simply to teach us that. And if I need a more comfortable shoe, I can go on a look out for shoes. And I actually happened to see what a charity shop when I found all this mom things and this and that. And I was like, why didn't I really consider buying it? But at the time I hadn't really evolved to that yet. So I'll see, and I'll go back to it, see if it even fits me, or if it'll still be there or not. But yeah. But it's like, doesn't mean we can't kind of accommodate our needs, I suppose. Like, I still have the freedom, the option, but like, if this hadn't happened, I probably wouldn't have received this, and I wouldn't have been able to share it to you guys. So here we go. See what I mean? Also, like, I wonder if people like, because these are deeper meanings and messages other than simply, but it's almost like I can't say that. Of course it's not about just shoes, but like, I'm not really sure if, since this is a visual medium and I'm like showing you shoes, whether I wonder, will you kind of like to capture the essence of like what's really meant, and it's like it's even bigger than us, so it's definitely bigger than the shoe, and maybe apply that to other areas in life as well. Okay, guys, well, that's a chunk of what I've had on my mind. Also, maybe I'll just go on Facebook instead of taking notes. Maybe if just a couple of things get said, but the one thing I always take, I don't know how much to say that. Like, actually, it's two now. The missing link is God, one, and two, the injuries behind injuries. Because when we can recognize those, then we can begin to fix the injuries. And when we begin to fix the injuries, life gets better, our lives get better. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching. And all those statements, you know the drill. Really appreciate your attention, and I'd be honored if you would subscribe, if you considered, and we'd love to know if you liked it, if you give me a like, and also, yeah, kind of the comments. My phone is dripping. I really have to switch this off. I'm sorry.